Alrighty, we're live.
Sweet.
So this week was just another find an article that is for our example. Again,
Who found one? Just out of curiosity.
I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one that I felt like was like.
I'm not. But it works. I think.
Yeah. What is it called that we have to have?
A lean.
A lean. Yeah. So it talks about leans in it, but it's not like the main point isn't about the leans.
That's basically
Yeah,
what I
mine
did. Did anybody else do the Vanguard Natural Resource LLC?
I did.
That's what I got.
I did a South Pacific farmer's bet on beans for loan collateral.
There you go.
That's
Dang,
actually
that sounds
good.
appropriate. Yeah.
Where'd you
Wow.
find that?
Wall Street Journal. I think I googled
I
lean
looked there too.
collateral Wall Street Journal, and it came up with this.
That makes more sense. I just typed in lean and kind of got lazy and picked the
What?
first thing
Yeah.
that showed up.
I typed lean inside Wall Street Journal expecting to find something, and they must have a
Yeah.
horrible search engine because I found nothing. And what I
Yeah.
did find, I really had to stretch.
Mhm.
Their search engine's really bad. So,
Apparently.
in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Google would only show me stuff from like 2000 on lean from Wall Street Journal, so
Oh, yeah, I
that was
think I googled-
useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found out about a company filing bankruptcy and the lien holders get paid first, so I used that.
Is that
What?
Vanguard
That's
Natural Resources?
No, that's the
Find one.
United Road Towing.
Oh,
Right. The towing company.
Oh, I did read that one for a bit.
Oh, that's what
but
I
then
had.
I decided against it.
all right. Well,
Yeah, I just like picked randomly between all the ones I thought.
Which one do you guys want to use?
well, let's
I like,
review them and find out.
Alexandra's. Because it's actually what it's be.
Applicable.
It's very applicable. Because that's basically exactly what a lean is. So,
Okay.
I can already tell you it works better than mine, so.
Same.
Oh.
I have to,
Lo-
for the
lawsuit
Vanguard, you
over,
don't have to stretch.
lawsuits over Trump business threatened to tie up presidency. Nah.
Probably not.
All right, so everyone's down with me, my article?
Without even reading it, we trust you.
All right, sweet.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up the the format.
No worries.
Whoa, they're double
Aaron, I
A.
got you here twice.
One's frozen.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's freaking out right now.
Canada does that. It's got like, what, 10,000 students sucking down the bandwidth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Try being on campus trying to do anything. That's so bad.
They actually have a pretty good hardline connection. I ran it one time, so I did an internship up at the school, and they've got like 700 meg download speed,
Just
which
have
I guess compared to mine, it's like, but compared to how many students are using, I guess I don't know what the demand.
Yeah, it's trying to connect the Wi-Fi to a laptop that's like 3 years old is not fun. But when nobody's there, it works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It just depends on what level you're into, I guess.
all right, I have the template all up. So now we just have to work on the questions.
So can I hear your thing?
Yeah. So I haven't officially typed it up, but I found it. So the official title is South Pacific Farmers Bet on Beans for Loan Collateral, Crops to be Used to Improve Access to Banks. And it talks about that the tiny island kingdom of Tonga has become a trial ground for the so-called secured transaction reforms, which could unlock millions of dollars in fresh funds for businesses. They are currently being rolled out across 11 nations in the South Pacific, and farmers are using their their crops as security. And it has a video along with it, but I have yet to watch it. But they're using their harvest as collateral for a bank loan that they hope will help expand vanilla production and improve life on the island.
Nice. Island life.
There you go.
Sweet, man. And it sounds like from the video, it's mostly like corn and potatoes, like just stuff they've been growing on the land.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys know our last little review quiz thingy?
Mm-hmm.
And it had everybody's questions on there. I purposely hit the wrong answer just so I could see if she put the response that we had in there. Like, ha! Tricked you.
Did she have it in there?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I didn't see ours on my quiz.
Yeah, it was in there. She changed it a little bit at the end, but she changed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. Okay, what do we want for our question?
So this week we are talking. What was the group for? Oh, it says just give an example of a lien. Lien.
When we do these articles, is our question supposed to be related to this article? It is, right?
I think so.
Is it? I never
I
know.
don't remember seeing an article in the test.
Because we always relate our made-up stuff to...
Because I think I was looking at one of our grades once, and we got knocked off slightly because our question didn't have anything to do with the article that it was supposed to go with.
Yeah, I got docked too.
I remember that
I remember
one.
that.
So we need to somehow write up a question in such a way that it asks the question, but also relates the article.
About the beans.
Yes.
All right. It makes it it feels like it should be easier because we have context, but at the same time, it feels a lot more difficult.
Okay, so... Question. I don't want to do the basic. How does this represent a lien?
Yeah. But I feel like that's all we could do sometimes.
Can we pick out a specific principle out of it?
I don't know. We could ask, how does this story exemplify a lien? I guess. And then
Yeah,
I think
summarize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that.
Okay. Say that again.
How does this story exemplify a lien?
Lean. All right. Okay. Now we just need 1 right and 3 wrong.
All right.
Or we could do
Well-
3 right and only one's, and the 4th one's correct.
I think you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, because in the last one they did, basically every single answer was correct, and you couldn't pick just one of the right answers, so they had all of the above and bottom.
There you go.
We could do that.
Yeah.
A mark all that apply or something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something like that. Like all that apply. That
Yeah.
works. That's a good too.
Totally.
Always choose E.
Don't actually do that. I had
I
a
know.
science test where I had 4 all of the above questions, and I got all of them wrong.
Right.
Always
It's
choose
a
E.
trap.
Yes.
It is.
They lure you with their coziness.
They lull you away to carnal security.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it is. Okay. So do we want to do that kind of for question format then?
Yes, we can do that.
What exemplifies
All right.
what part of the story exemplifies lean? Mark all that apply.
Well, in the glossary of the book, it says an encumbrance imposed on property to force payment of debt. If the debt remains unpaid, the property / or collateral can be sold to satisfy the debt. So how would that, using the example that we found, how could we pick those out, like those specific things out of the article? You know?
So basically, the banks are just making sure that whatever the beans sell for is what, I mean, they get their cut of it first, right?
Yeah. So,
So is it like an asset secured lien where the bank takes the farms if they don't
I
follow
was saying, because
suit?
there has to be, the banks would have to have something else as collateral
Yeah,
because,
they have to have leverage on them somehow.
yeah.
yeah.
So it's an example is like you walk into a bank and it's like, I need $2,000, and as collateral, I'm going to give you my car. And if you don't pay them back, they get to keep the car as
Yeah.
in order to pay themselves back.
Is that how they set up this with the farms in Tonga?
It doesn't actually say. It just says that it's the newest way that's sweeping the Pacific Islands.
Because that's what I was wondering. Are they using like, I wondered if it said like they were using tractors or equipment as collateral. Because it's super hard to use a crop as collateral because, I mean,
you don't know if it'll actually
if you
show.
you get flooded out or droughted out or
Yeah.
something. There's not even a crop for them to use.
All right.
Of course. Well, yeah.
It just says crops. So I'm guessing that they get like a cut of the crops for every season to pay off the debts.
So they're just
And it-
guaranteed a portion of the farm revenue.
Yeah. So if they have 20 acres, they'll say we'll put down 5 acres for a $20,000 loan. And if we can't pay you back, then you get all of the
You get all those
money we earn on that 5 square foot of land
Okay.
or square mile. Does that make sense?
Okay, and so that's what. Okay,
So they're putting the
Mhm.
land up as collateral then, so the bank can repossess that 5 acres.
Yeah, I think they're using the crops. So whatever grows on the crops, aka the land. That's what I'm guessing. But it doesn't say exactly in the
yeah, I imagine it would be the land itself.
because right now the very last phrase says they use their harvest as collateral.
Oh,
I'm guessing it's just
wow.
yeah.
Banks are gutsy.
Yeah, that's a bold move because, like you said, if that goes,
Especially since they're on an
really-
island.
they're gonna have to wait till next year's crops come around to even,
Yeah. But usually loans have a time limit. So
They have a
you
time
have
And an interest rate.
yeah. So if it's not paid by the end of season, like potatoes are done by October. Sorry, I'm in Idaho and I have to use potatoes.
we export them all anyway.
Yeah. So let's just say my neighbor puts up let's say 2 acres and says if I can't sell this much in order to pay off this, then I'm going to have to dip into salaries or something in order to pay, or they'll take that harvest.
But there
And I
is no
feel like-
harvest to take.
Yeah, I don't know. because I feel like I'm trying to take my thought process and put it out, but my words are just getting jumbled.
I don't
So
know
I'm guessing like because they're in a tropical place and vanilla plants are gonna grow no matter what. They're kind of a stubborn plant, I believe. So my guess is that they're going to take all of the product, like let's say 10,000 potatoes were grown in that 2 acres of land. They're going to take all those potatoes and maybe sell it off to the highest bidder to go sell. Does that make sense? Because in my head it does.
I thought that a lien had to be put on like something tangible at signing. Like there has to be something for the bank to fall back on.
Mhm.
There has to be like collateral.
So in our whatchamacallits, the case assessment this week is actually just about exactly about this. The individual, it was under something else though. The individual has like a huge name, and like on one document he put down one name, but his full name is actually this, and so there was some contention as far as like whether or not he was held to that debt or not. But in the article it talks, I guess it does talk about hang on, let me pull it up because I don't remember right now, because they loaned him money, but
Yeah. The book says that a lien has to be personal property. Just the article is saying harvest, but maybe it actually is the land itself.
That
Yeah.
would make sense.
yeah, it makes more sense to do that because a crop would be difficult to.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be making money off the crop to pay your debtors back. Otherwise, they're gonna probably take.
Because land is fixed, but the crops are kind of a variable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you
So,
can put like
would the
all this
collateral be the
corn
crop?
down.
Or would it be
What?
the land? Would the collateral be the crops or would it be the land?
So the lien would be placed on the land so that they could
Yeah.
pay for the seed to plant the crop.
The article just says the collateral is the harvest, but I'm guessing the actual like written agreement
Yeah.
is for the land.
So the amicus curiae, it was the appellants subleased farmland to the strawberry farmer, so he was the one who was in debt, and then they at the end they demanded what was owed to them. It was like 200,000 something, so which would have been paid off the crops that he would have earned from the strawberry purchases that he was growing. So that makes sense. It would have had to have been, it had to have been the land. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's just that article doesn't indicate how much, or just says
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It just says it's the latest thing going on across the South Pacific Islands.
Nice.
So, sorry, just quick question because my internet pooped out there for a second. What are we doing with the question?
We're still going to do the normal one. We're just trying to figure out what was the exact collateral.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure that there was correlation between our question and the case, just so we don't get punched on it.
I just didn't hear the question that we decided on.
Oh.
How does the story exemplify a lien?
And then the way we were doing it is one right answer and 3 wrong answers, like?
No, and all of the above.
Oh, we're doing all the above. Okay.
So we're doing all right answers and an all of the above.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just didn't hear that.
Quick question though, how are we supposed to tie that back into the article? Because it only gives one example of a lien.
Then we could just do one right answer and have one of the wrong answers be all of the above.
We'll be the trappers that time. I like it.
Yeah, because sometimes I just choose all of the above because I think
So-
it's always true when it's there.
The definition of a lien, it says it's something that imposed on property to force a payment of a debt, and that's what your example is, and that's what it's showing. That's all a lien is. So it'd be encumbrance imposed on property to force a payment of debt. I don't know. It's not like we can have three. This question is hard, I guess, to figure out exactly to find the answers and the wrong answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. Let's do one of the wrong answers to be all of the above. The
Okay.
correct answer and 2 wrong answers.
All right.
So the correct answer could be like putting up the land as collateral for the harvest or something like that.
Ooh, and
For
then
the-
yeah, sorry.
No, keep talking.
I just know how hard it is to write down answers when everyone's saying them.
No,
so
no, no. You're good.
Yes.
I was at the bottom of the page, and now I'm trying to go back up to the top. Okay,
Okay.
so what was the? So you want the land was put up as collateral to be the correct answer, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
And then we could actually discuss or put one of the answers as one of the things we were discussing as the actual crop is the
Collateral.
is the collateral when it's not.
Yeah, and if it confused us, it'll confuse them.
Yes.
Only problem is they don't have 5 other people to talk to it about.
I love how we're actively trying to deceive our classmates.
You know what sucks about this is we're not really though. There's a back door to this because if they watch our, if they end up watching our video, they're gonna know the right answers.
Oh yeah,
That's
You
true.
guys.
and they'll see how much jerks we are.
Yeah.
Well, really,
I'm not with these guys.
really, we're just trying to make sure they really know what this thing is. So
Yeah.
we're just being
Prep them
helpful,
for the exam.
you people that are watching.
I mean, we could be doing this in another language, and that'd be really upsetting because then they really wouldn't know the answer.
There we
Yeah.
go. I semi know Ubba Dubba.
I barely speak English.
we'll just join by email and make up our own language. And
There we go. We'll
So,
call it Flurble.
so going back to what Simone said, does it have to be like consensual or anything like that?
so they have to, yeah, the legal documents. So you're talking like the individual has to sign away this section of the land if he can't pay the loan back, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be, and that's actually the interesting part about the case study this week is like this guy's like named Armando Monroe Juarez, but he only signed it as Armando Monroe. And they're like, wait, what? And then anyway, you'll have to read it. It's interesting.
Okay. So what should be our first wrong answer?
The crops being
Okay.
the collateral. Or how do you say that better? Like the
Because technically that
Products from the
is
crops,
right,
yeah.
according to the article.
products from the crop, or what's,
Products from the harvest was put up for collateral.
yeah,
But that still sounds correct.
Mhm.
yeah.
Products from a future harvest? Would that work?
Yeah.
Products from future
Yeah.
harvests.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got his 2 cents in there. Yeah.
All right. So that was the correct answer, and we need 2 more wrong answers.
That's the wrong answer.
That's the wrong answer.
one.
Yes, the correct
All right.
answer is the land itself. But we're
All
not
right,
putting
so-
itself in.
Okay. Sorry, I kind of spaced out for a
Oh,
moment.
you're
It's
good.
been one of those long days.
It's all right. It's hump day. It's halfway through the week, so everyone's tired.
I know. And there's a 3-day weekend. For
Yes.
some people.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
so excited.
Okay.
Okay, should the second one be the like the farming equipment was put up for collateral?
Yeah, you got to do something with equipment.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we could do that.
So,
And then say
just a
say
quick-
it's farming equipment because it's a fixed asset or something. I don't know.
Just a quick
So
question.
don't put that.
How did we phrase our question? Like, did we summarize the art? We summarized the article, right?
So we'll summarize. Yeah, we'll summarize the article, and then there's the question afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So in the
are we gonna
summary, yeah.
mention? Does the summary mention equipment in it, or is that just?
Control find equipment.
Let's see. No.
Oh, blast.
I mean, that doesn't mean we still can't put that as an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just less. Well, we're more transparent that way. Actually, to talk about equipment.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna put somebody through an anxiety attack and be like, wait, what? There was somebody. I didn't read anything about
What?
equipment.
What? So do we still want to put the farming equipment?
Yeah, I think we can put the farming equipment as long as our explanation, in the example of the article, really stresses that the collateral was the crops and the land.
Okay.
Well, our question probably shouldn't stress that because that just gives the answer away if you stress that.
Well,
question.
not saying, oh, this is the answer, but just
Maybe trying to give more of a helpful nudge
Yeah.
to be like, no,
I mean,
go
I
this
guess
way.
we did doing all of the above, so we're
Yeah.
kind of setting up for failure on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would you summarize this article for this question in a way that you don't give away the answer just right away?
I've not done that yet.
Working on that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I guess I'm
No.
jumping ahead.
No, you're good. Because I found this article maybe 10 minutes before we came up here, for the meeting. Because all I could find was 2005 articles or
Yeah, my LFI was
2015.
2012. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we just need to do feedback for all of the answers.
Okay.
okay.
So how should we phrase the correct answer feedback?
So the land can be the lien because it's a tangible asset that can be repossessed if they can't pay back.
Quote end quote.
Yes.
hmm
The crop isn't a tangible asset because if there was a crop, they'd sell it and pay back the loan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not that fast of typer.
Okay.
Start
Sorry.
again. Okay.
I am when I'm not paying attention. But okay. So the land can be the lien because
It can be repossessed and sold if the creditor can't pay back.
It can be repossessed and sold to the amount that is owed if the creditor can't pay back.
Mhm.
Well, actually, that's not true. They could probably sell for.
amount
At
amount
least
the what was the word again? Be repossessed and sold for the amount
for the amount owed.
for the amount owed.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
I wonder if there's a law against that. Like, what if you repossess something and then sell it for more than you were supposed to get back?
I think that's allowed. 'Cause
Yeah, I think it's allowed.
banks repossess vehicles all the time and do silent auctions on them.
That's
Mhm.
true.
They
Oh
just
yeah,
put a
then that's
They
true.
just put a minimum bid because that's what they need to get back out of it.
My uncle got a tow truck for really cheap
There you
from
go.
an auction. So
Auctions are good. Auctions
Yeah.
are good.
okay.
I should've got my
So
car.
I have the land can be a lien because it can be repossessed and sold for the amount owed. And then what was the second sentence you said?
It would be for the other question,
Okay.
for the crop one.
Okay. All right. What was that sentence?
And the crop can't have a lien on it because if there was a crop to sell, they would have paid their loan back.
True. They would have made profit on it.
The bank wouldn't have to repossess it if they actually grew what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And is there any problem with that being like the fact that it's like not destroyable, but like there's a problem with the crops being the portion of the lien right?
Yeah, because they're a future thing. There's
Yeah,
no
Yeah.
guaranteeing what they're worth. Your potato
Yeah.
crop could yield 500.
That's true. There you go.
Then
Yeah.
it could be worth half a
That's
million.
right. Yeah.
and you can't consider something that isn't here yet, I guess, property, because
Yep.
It would have to
This is all great stuff. This is good. Let's put it in there.
It'd be-
Okay.
I think of it like, oh, you'd put a lien on like something that's a fixed expense, like property, equipment, and
Things that are tangible.
there's another one.
Hmm.
Yeah, tangible assets.
Good.
Right. What do we have so far? Just to recap.
Sorry. So for the answers, we have the land was put up for collateral, the products from the future harvest was put up for collateral, the farming equipment was put up for collateral, and all of the above. And for the correct answer feedback, for the first one, it says the land can be the lien because it can be repossessed and sold for the amount owed. Then for the products, I have the crops can't have a lien on it because if there was a crop to sell, there wouldn't be a need for the loan. It also, a lien has to be, something that isn't here yet cannot be put up for a lien. It wasn't a tangible asset. I feel like I need to rephrase that one.
You could keep that and just put it wasn't a tangible asset at the time of the lien.
Mhm. Yes.
All right,
And
and then just get rid of the second line.
The last one with the equipment. One of the reasons equipment can't be the part of the lien, or at least one of the reasons, is depreciation. So they won't be able to sell it necessarily for the
True.
amount that they
Actually,
to cover the loan.
like it was originally paid for.
Like
They
initially, maybe
actually
upon
can.
lien.
Yeah.
Well, isn't initially upon lien they probably could sell it, but because something's been used, it depreciates over time. So when they get it back, they can only sell it for whatever its salvage value is worth.
And
Yeah.
depending,
But so
into
are
debt.
cars.
But yeah, you
Sure.
can still.
Because
Yeah,
cars can be put up for collateral too, and they have depreciation on them.
Mhm.
And that's what usually most people do. So I don't think the
True.
depreciation would be it.
But wouldn't
well,
ahead.
also we could just say as the explanation that equipment was never mentioned, and so that's why it wasn't used in this case.
I
In
like
this
it.
case, it was land, not equipment.
But
And
I don't know about depreciation or not. But for this
That would
situation,
be a
the
good
summary.
question to
I feel like depreciation wouldn't matter.
Say, I know that they depreciate, but like if you take out a loan on a pickup and you pay $30,000 for this new truck, the bank keeps the title, and then 2 years down the road you default on your payments. The
Until
bank
you-
repossesses it, and your pickup's now only worth 18, but you probably still owe 28.
Right.
True, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's still on you. What's owed, not the value of the car. The car can only be sold for 18 now, as opposed to the 30 that it was bought for.
I think the way my thought process is going, I believe that they don't care if they get the full amount back as long as they have something of yours.
They're just minimizing their losses.
Yeah, because
That makes
okay,
sense.
$2,000 is not going to be as bad as $20,000.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I get that. And plus, if you think about it, like as until you have enough credit, you usually can't buy a car unless you have somebody co-sign that has more credit that can actually pay something and
Yeah.
pay for it if something goes down. And that would be like, in my brain, that's like the collateral for the situation.
So I think what we're basically saying is that equipment can be used as a lien, even though you might lose some money off of it. It can be used, and so that's not the reasoning we would give in this
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Okay. So for
Sounds
the
good to me.
farming equipment feedback, I have in this scenario, farming equipment was never mentioned. So therefore, it cannot be a lien.
But then that's a correct answer, though, right?
No. So, because the answer
In this
is the farming equipment was put up for collateral. The feedback
feedback.
is
Got it.
in this scenario was
Got it.
never mentioned.
My bad.
Yeah, so they would have to read through the question and understand that the people that you owe a debt, that you would end up owing a debt to, would repossess the land.
Okay, so now all we need is the all of the above feedback on why that's wrong.
Gotcha.
Because not all,
It's not
because
all
not all of the answers are correct.
Gotcha.
That's really, yeah, so not all of the answers are correct. That's all I really have to say on that one.
And then maybe just to help them get the right answer, we could just like put the definition of a lien to like, this is what a lien is, and then hopefully that helps.
I mean, and they've
go
got
to the
3
right
chances
direction.
to get it, so.
It's true. I still missed one on the last test. Had 3 chances. I picked all 3 wrong ones. I was still mad.
So,
I don't even remember the last test.
Yeah.
So like the fact that we get 3 chances on it is good, but I take advantage of that. So like I'll pull up an Excel
Yeah.
sheet and I'm like, okay, I'm picking these answers the first round, and then boom, you got these wrong. What? And so and then I go, okay, it's obviously not that one. So I always have the problem of hitting the same answer again.
Right.
Yeah.
The process
So-
of
I leave
That's
mine
how
open.
Yeah, that's how I don't
all 3 of them open.
get.
The worst thing is that when you're doing it and you're like, you read through the 4 answers and you're like, that one is definitely not it. And so you choose all 3 of the other answers. And it
You're
was the
like,
one you thought was
what?
definitely not it. I obviously do not understand this.
All right, so what should I put as the definition for a lien? I'm having trouble wording it correctly.
Let's see.
Uh,
Because there's not really a definition in the book.
there is in the back.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Oh, there's a back. Ah! Are you flipping kidding me?
Mister and
Yeah. Yeah, we're kidding.
No!
Just kidding.
Oh, flipping. Ah!
yeah, we're just kidding.
Do you know how many times I'm like, crap, where is this? And I go to the back of each chapter looking for the definition that's in the back that says know these terms, but I don't know the definition, so I have to go flipping through the 20 pages. Ah!
There's the glossary in the back of the book. That has
Yep,
saved my
no,
life.
I know.
We can just cut and paste that bad boy right there.
Yep.
Just leave out the.
Angry Rant by Lexi.
Now I know! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
A right to keep possession of property belonging to another person until a debt owed by that person is discharged.
Right there. All right.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing to write down is just an encumbrance imposed on property to force payment of a debt.
Right. Owned by
All
that.
right. Okay, we are officially finished. Besides me writing a summary,
Okay.
but I can do that not on here.
Sweet.
If you
Okay.
need definitions, you know where to find them now.
Thank
Can
you.
you
Yes, I
post the
do.
article on the chat?
The what?
The title on the chat?
Yeah, I can send it through the email because
Oh.
I'm on my phone.
All right.
Yeah, I
Right.
will do that.
Once again,
Thank you.
oh good.
Here's the YouTube link I put in the chat for you.
Oh, nice.
To put on the sheet.
Do you mind also putting that in the email?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
sweet. Well, good work, team.
All
Okay.
the week down.
Just
Good
so
job,
you
guys.
guys know as well, I just wanted to let you guys know as well. I have a work conference next week, so I won't be able to be in the meeting.
Oh no.
Ah.
I can
That's a
email-
likely story.
I can email you guys my answer, like the individual submission, and if you guys just need to assign me something, if you'll just let me know.
Sounds
Yeah.
Just yeah. If it ends up being the best answer, we're totally going with yours.
There you go.
good.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Meh.
Hey, guys.